What's going on, you guys? Forklift Farmer 95 here on the No Man's Land map, and I have recently bought about 2 acres of land out here. I'm starting out with my truck, the electric bike in the back, and the digs that we're pulling. Nice little camper. Now, after the purchase of the 2 acres and the camper, I'm left with about $434,000 and some change, which is not a lot when you're trying to start a farm. Hence the camper, because I don't really want to try to buy a house or anything like that right now. Now, out here on my plot, when I came to look at it, there's all these scrap vehicles and that large trailer, so we're going to go ahead and sell those at least, probably after we get the camper set up here right by the water. That'll look good. This thing opened up. Detach. And then we want to get the bike out of the back. Now the 2 acres I bought here, I'll show you on the map here. Excuse me. So I got 26, which is pretty much just pond, trees, and that small field we seen pulling in. 25 is mostly heel, so that's going to be something to deal with at first. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start busting some moves out here. Like I said, we got all these scrap vehicles over here. That'll probably be the first thing I take care of. Just go into construction, and we'll see if these things are worth any money. Um, Start with this one, obviously. All right, so you have about $1,000. That's not too bad. We'll go ahead and sell off all these just to get them out of the way. 1,000 bucks. And we just pick these things off. 1,000 bucks at a time. 750. 1,000 bucks. 2,000. 2,000. And 1,750. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What I'll probably end up doing is, you see, I got this. I got some pretty good cleared out area right now with the little. There's like, this isn't my land, but you can see it's real hilly or bumpy out here. Like there's a pretty soft spot right here. That's pretty cool. So I mean, if I can get to the point where I can just buy this land, actually I could probably just sell that hilly part I got, and then right here I can just run a field for some crops. Yeah, actually that's a pretty good idea. Let's see how much I can get for this. 85,000. Okay, how much is the one behind me worth? 85. Okay, so they're all the same. So I can just sell this one. And I don't know though, that probably mess up that field, huh? It's right on the line. Yeah, screw it, we'll risk it. We're gonna put a pretty decent field back here. So that's no harm, no foul. But yeah, we got the digs here. Got a nice little awning. Got the chairs in here. Oh yeah, we're cooking right now. We got we got the got this stuff. We got plenty of stuff going on here. We got a little shower and everything. It's pretty cool. So we will probably, just to start off, need to figure out how we're going to do this, because my main focus usually is soybeans, soybeans, corn, and sunflowers, but we're going to have to, it is August, so we're going to have to jump outside of that element here, because we're nowhere near planting season for those 3 things. We could harvest grass or cut trees down, but that stuff takes so long. And I mean, that's fine for like a long period of gameplay, but I just recently like 6 months ago, but got back into playing video games. My stepson got a PlayStation 5 and gave me his PlayStation 4, and I played some other games, but Farming Simulator's been the funnest to me. And so far, it's just I like creating things and being able to modify, and it's simple gameplay. You don't get bored of it, you know. So I guess King of the Mountain. But yeah, I guess the first thing we need to figure out is this field over here is growth withered potatoes. So this is going to need cultivating. And plus it needs to be a tiny bit bigger, I think. We got, like I said, this is literally the edge of the land right here. You can tell by like the way the field's planted right there. So I would say most likely if I can rent a plow, I would probably make this one a little bit longer maybe. I don't know. I might just leave this small so we got one small field of something, and then back there where I just bought that land. Let's take the old get the electric bike, go back there and look at it more. I'm eventually going to need a charger for this bike as well. Until I can pick me up a quad or something like that. I don't really want to waste a bunch of money right now. Because like I said, we got to buy a tractor and some implements. So, ride back here, take a look at what we got. Well, this flat land right here. So we will need to rent some type of plow to pull the field. We can just see how much that is right off the bat. Probably going to have to rent a tractor as well to pull it. But that'll probably be the first thing we do right now is go ahead and get our field set up, just because we're going to need to buy implements and at least a medium-sized tractor to pull them. So let's go in here and check Facebook Marketplace first. Nothing good really on here. I mean, that tractor's okay if you get the engine with the 136 horsepower. Because we're going to need, we need a cultivator, a planter, well, a planter or a seeder, and a fertilizer spreader, and a roller. We know we need them 4 things. So let's go look at the horsepower on the smallest versions of those we can get. 90 horsepower on that, that's pretty good. 140, I see we're already, that's our option right there. So we need to find something around 200 horsepower, preferably just for cultivators. And when you get into seeders, I think there's, yeah, let's see here. Seeders. Actually, I think that's planters. Seeders can plant soybeans as well. That's the main crop type, really. So, for as much as your money goes. So if we get this one, we can plant soybeans at least, and anything else that we really need. That's going to be our cheapest option. I mean, it is small, but it'll work. So I kind of would like one that held, fertilizer and seed. I don't know. Yeah, so you get big money for the ones that do that, though. So probably just start out with that, and we'll get us a cheap fertilizer spreader. So I guess first thing we need to do, just to see how much money we end up with, is we're going to need to rent a large tractor like this to pull a plow. Probably one of these. You need 330 horsepower to pull this. So first of all, I don't need to change on the implements because I'm just renting it. $3,672. That's not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to rent that, and then we need a tractor with 330 horsepower. I know I can upgrade some of those, but I prefer to just go ahead and rent. Yeah, 14,739. We're just going to go ahead and do what we got to do here. Click over that. JCB is not my brand, but just to get started good, go ahead and rent these two things and get back to the farm. And Fulton Fields, actually, while I've got this, I might go ahead and cultivate that smaller field. You know, because I mean, once I plow it, cultivating's not going to be an issue for a little while until next season. So we can always wait and see if a good one comes across Facebook Marketplace after we get our medium tractor that we can pull with. But yeah, I mean, I like I've done a lot of different stuff on this game since I started playing. The Elm Creek map is usually like my go-to. I know that's like the standard map that everyone starts on, but I love the graphics on it and everything. And like, excuse me, Edgewater, Saskatchewan, maps like that, the ones with the graphics are like so much better. Those are really fun to play on. So I've played on about 10 different maps on this. On the Elm Creek map right now, I've got a pretty large farm going that I like to live stream on as well. But yeah, we'll get this set up to plow this field here as best we can anyways. Like I said, I think I'm gonna make it a little bit longer because once I put this down, it's gonna do the hard part for me anyways. Yeah, there it goes. Make sure the tractor's straight, and I'll just... Actually, I can probably start from the other end. It'll be easier, huh? Then I can just pull straight through. I do have the allow create fields mod, so I'm just going to go ahead and make this field a tiny bit longer. Put this down, and we are good to plow. But yeah, this is on the edge of my property line, so it's not going to let me go too far over. Make sure allow create fields is on. Try to stick as close to the edge as I can. And we're going to pull right through here. Yeah, that's pretty, I mean, it's not the straightest line, but it'll work out. That's probably, I'll probably have to cut that tree down eventually anyways, but that's good. That one done. Now we'll back up to the other side. Do the same business. I'm about to say I'll probably have to do a couple. Starting out, let's turn limit to fields back on just to get this first half going. Okay, we are pretty good there. Let's make sure we're on the inside of that last tooth there on the left. A little bit more to the right here. And before we go off that edge, we'll turn. Allow create fields. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be okay. We want to get as close as we can. And that'll do it. Let's pick that up and we'll go back to the middle there. And this will be, I mean, like I said, it's not too much more, but crop space is crop space. Tillable acreage is what you're supposed to call it, I guess. So this will be limit to fields now. And that one is plowed. So now we just need to take it around to the other side where we bought that land with the flat space. I think that's my best bet, probably. I mean, it sucks because it's behind all the trees, but like I said, eventually I might cut down some of these. And just barely fit through there. So we'll get around here, and we're going to have to be kind of picky with it. Because, let's see, this is actually, now looking at it, we're still on our property technically, so I might not even need. Let's see, farmland. Yeah, I'm right there, so I can sell this and have an extra 85,000. And we'll just start off with this plot. So let's back up as much as I can here. I'm getting right next to the rocks. Let's start right here, and we're gonna shoot for the stars, dude. Allow create fields, put it down. We just want to try to avoid that large rock, obviously. And what we got going here? Well, I think we're pretty good. Dead set there. Yeah. It's not going to be perfect, but yeah, it is what it is, dude. We're just charging forward here. It'll be a pretty decent sized field at least. And stop. And then we'll back up and do the same thing over here. Bam, tree. Yeah, it's got a little curvature there. Ain't nothing wrong with no curves, though. You know what I'm saying. And we'll start right here. Back up a little bit. And we'll pull straight on. Yeah, it's not going to be like a perfectly square field, but we'll work with it. Them rocks kind of get in the way. Tillable acreage is tillable acreage. We'll come in here with some stuff and clean it up in a little bit. Okay, so that's kind of a weird shape to it, but I might go one more right here, maybe. I know that heel's there, but ain't nothing really to care as far as tractors or combines go. There we go. And we'll pull one more time. Yeah, it's going to be a weird shaped field, but it'll work for us right now. Okay. That's big enough. That's a pretty decent sized field. Excuse me. So let's return that stuff and click back over to the old electric bike or the truck, either one. Okay, so we got that going for us. Now what we need to think about is those 4 implements we need and the tractor. Luckily we could sell that land, so that's like 2 of the implements there. Neither one of our fields are huge, so excuse me, I had to get some of my drink there. So let's go through here one more time. As we said, we already saw it on nothing much in there. That's a good, 136 horsepower is good, because we already discussed we don't need a cultivator now that we plowed them fields. So first thing we need to do is let's go to Cedars, 125 horsepower, so we know that tractor that's for sale will pull this. Probably need a front weight on it, I'm guessing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go with this. Go ahead and just go ahead and purchase it. Rip the band-aid off. Roller. This is the cheaper one. Yeah, the cheapest one is 15,000, and it's 6 meters. That's 12.3 meters. I think this one will be best for right now. Grass on wrong. Yeah, this one would be better right now, just price sake. So there's a seeder and a roller. We need fertilizer spreader. The cheapest one, 25,000. Yep, that'll be fine. We'll work with it. And what else did I say? So now we don't need a cultivator right now. We won't do that till next season. Let's go ahead and look at our little tractor here. 117 horsepower. No, thank you. 136. Yes, so 66,000. Get some decent wheels on this. Tires. That looks pretty magnificent. Well, we aren't going to need twin wheels for anything. Wide tires and weight? Sure, why not? So it comes out to $69,000. Pretty much almost 70. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rip the band-aid off on that one too. This is a lot cheaper than what we could have got it for, so. Now we got 3 implements. And we're gonna need a weight for the front of that. Nothing too drastic. Probably go ahead and pick up the 900. Yeah, do that one. Well, you can do 1500. Use 900 should be plenty. Alright, that's ready. And I guess we'll just go ahead and take the truck up there. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take the truck up there and probably rent a trailer to get all that back here. I just don't feel like driving back and forth, honestly. I'd rather get it all here in one shot if I can. And then we still got some decent money left. I'd like to stay above 300,000 the whole time. So what we have to think about now is seed, fertilizer, and possibly like a little tool under shed just to put that stuff, keep it out of the elements. So we'll drive up here to the store, and like I said, we'll probably just rent a trailer, probably a low loader with a gooseneck, and we'll just rent one of those to get everything back here. I'm gonna probably fill the seeder and fertilizer spreader here. It makes more sense to just go ahead and get it out of the way. Let's see, low loaders. Okay, low loaders. I think this one would be our best bet. This is a mod. And like I said, I'm not going to do too much to it. I just want to change the length 50, and then we need to put ramps on it to get the stuff up here. Dovetail, yeah, that's fine. And we'll just rent this. 586 bucks. So that's not bad at all. So we got that going for us. Let's back up at that. Yep. I'm driving fast, Mom. Okay, we got that going for us. Let's drop the tail end now so we can get stuff loaded up here. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll probably go ahead and load most of this stuff while we're here. First thing we need to definitely do is put that front weight on this, because when we fill up that fertilizer spreader, it's gonna try to it's gonna try to tip this tractor over probably. You okay? Nope, I'm not even with it. Okay. One more time. There we go. And yeah, let's just go ahead down here and see. Pallets. Solid fertilizer. I don't know how many of those this is going to take. We'll see that. So that's only 23. Let's try a big bag. Buy 2 of those. That should do us. Maybe. We'll see what happens. That's 54. That's 85. 85 is probably good for right now. I don't know what's getting more. Excuse me. And we were just going to back this up onto the trailer and drop it like it's hot. But yeah, anyways, this will be my first YouTube video ever, pretty much. I'm usually not accustomed to talking to people. Very antisocial, but I figured, hey, if it's talking into a headset, like I'm talking to myself, maybe maybe it'll be awesome. And maybe I can get on here and just share something that I really like doing with people, and hopefully find a group of people who are just like me. Usually I'm watching, in my free time, I'm watching Awesome Farmer and Ultra Farmer and stuff like that, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start with one pallet of seed here. I don't know how fast it's going to fill up. But yeah, I've just been, I know to some people they might think it's like lame or something, but this is pretty calming to me. Yes, we didn't use that whole pallet, but doing stuff like this, it's calming, it's relaxing. It takes most of my stress from the day away, so I figured I'd get on here and see how many other people feel like I did. Easy now. Oh man. There we go. I saved it. But yeah, after I drop this on here, we just gotta pick up that roller. Pick up the roller, put the tractor and everything on. I'm gonna leave that out of seed here for right now. I don't really feel like renting a forklift and doing all that. Not just off the rip. So roller. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll get all this stuff back to the farm at least, and then we'll probably sleep. I don't know. We'll get back and chin wag some more. Let's see what we got going on. Like I said, I've got everything I pretty much need for the first season right here. So, oh, whoa. You know what I need? You guys almost let me forget. Chainsaw. Oh man. Everyone's gonna want me to get a Husqvarna, but I'm more of a steel guy. So there's just a chainsaw. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're gonna get this stuff back. Actually, while I'm here, just because I don't mess with the map too much, I wonder if it'll let you go in here. Oh man. Is this like a repair shop too? You get stuff repaired here? I mean, if it is, that's pretty sweet. Oh man, there's another person. Sup? So yeah, I can get my stuff fixed here. That's pretty cool. Can I go out the front? Oh man, that would have been cool, huh? I could just walk out there, but it is what it is. So that's good to know. I can get my stuff repaired here until I get me something going on over there at the farm, which is not too far of a drive, so I'm not going to freak out about it if I have to bring something up here. I will say the one thing I like about this map is you have one central point for everything, like where you sell stuff, so you got to worry about driving to 3 or 4 different places. But yeah, I'm just getting into the whole YouTubing thing, and like I said, I'm not really doing it for for money or anything like that. This is more about getting on here and just sharing a hobby I have with other people and hoping to start conversations. I mean, if I make some money on here doing it, that's awesome. But if I'm the type of person that if I'm going to make money doing something that I want to make like enough, you know. So I mean, forklift driver by day, YouTuber by night. It is what it is. If YouTube decides to retire me from my day job, I would not be mad at all. I wonder if the trailer's making the truck go do that. Or it's shadow. Okay. So yeah, we can go ahead and for anyone who asks, the reason I don't have like the reason I have automatic start on the vehicles is just because I mean, I like pushing the button to start it, but I figured for doing my first YouTube video, I just didn't want it to get on my nerves, honestly. But yeah, we'll get all these implements off and put them somewhere. Right now, we're just gonna throw them down, pretty much. And I would say first thing I probably want to do is figure out a storage situation for this stuff. I'm not gonna buy like a huge shop or anything right now, just because I don't want to waste $50,000. But we will eventually get into building an actual farmstead here. And I might get into some animals. I might get some chickens or... I know one thing's for sure. First things first, when I get my stuff straight here, is get a dog. I love getting the dog on this game, so... Get this stuff off and go ahead and return the trailer. But yeah, this is more, I don't know if you consider this realism or anything, but what I'm doing here, because I'm just not even attempting to like role play or anything, I said I probably could get on here and do all that, but I just don't, I don't want to get on here and get out of my element. I mean, like I said, I'm usually not game for explaining everything I'm doing and talking, but give it a go. And let's see. Let's go into construction here. I will need some type of shed. I don't want none of the expensive stuff. I got some mods in play. That's gonna be way too big for what I need right now. I got some mods on here, but I don't feel like I'm gonna need any of them too fast. See, like that right there, that's kind of large. I just need a little pull-in shelter right now. Let's see what we got going on for us here. I mean, that's okay. For this map anyways, that's cool. That's still a little, that might work. Let's see what else we got option-wise. That's, a vehicle shed. That's decent. So, that's overkill. What was that other one I passed? See, now that's more like it. I like that one. Let's get it straight if we can. Quit messing with me. Buttons. Right over it, maybe? Sweet. So yeah, we got that down. And yeah, we'll just, it's kind of far away, but it'll be okay. Like I said, that slab was already there, and I just don't want a random slab sitting around. Didn't feel like covering it up with grass or anything. So, that was pretty cheap too, so we got out of that one lucky. We'll go ahead and get the rest of this stuff over there. And, I mean, if we get a bigger set of cultivators off Facebook or something, they'll fit in there too. As long as we put this stuff in there correctly. Mm-hmm. Very nice. And then we'll put the cedar in there as well. Like I said, eventually we'll do something a little bit different around here. For right now, we will be all right though. Put the cedar right in front of the fertilizer spreader. You know what I didn't even think about doing? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just so but I'm trying to figure out how I can do it without making 50,000 moves here. I'll put the cedar in backwards, maybe. It doesn't matter. I'm just throwing this stuff in there anyways. Yeah. See, I'm already being indecisive. It's over here. And we'll get the roller over there. And that'll be it for right now. If I haven't, I'll probably just leave the tractor in the other part. Like I said, for the most part, next month we'll go ahead and seed stuff. Go ahead and get some planting done next month. I gotta figure out what exactly I'm gonna plant. I think canola is worth more than wheat, or let's see. So yeah, we can plant canola this month if you wanted to, but you can't harvest it till July. My main issue is going to be I want to make sure I can get soybeans in the ground at some point. Those are the money makers. So. And plus, I don't really want to mess with baling. I mean, it just, if you could hire an AI worker to bale on Farming Simulator 22 for PlayStation 4, I'd be great. But it's just something I don't want to waste my time with, really. So I'll probably, excuse me, I'll probably shoot for canola, which means I could go ahead and do that right now if I wanted to. Yeah, we'll see what I can do here. We only got one tractor, so that's going to take some time. I probably won't make you guys sit through that whole thing. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this back here. Move to the side. Whoops, I'll drive over it. Go ahead and pick up our planter. Well, our cedar. Yeah, you can tell what I usually do on here because I keep wanting to say planter, but we'll go ahead and I'd say we go ahead and get started doing something at least. Get something in the ground. So this is going to take a while with this little cedar, but like I said, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me do all this. I'll probably just hire an AI worker. Well, I might do it myself. I might just get off for a second and do it myself, put on a podcast or something. So we're going to select canola, lower cedar, unfold cedar, and turn on. And we're farming. We're officially farming. So yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and get this get these two fields planted with canola, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done rolling the fields and everything. I'm gonna sit here and try to act like I know how to do what do you call it? Dang, I messed up. I should stop it for no reason. There we go. But yeah, I'm not gonna act like I know how to do a time lapse yet. So I'll probably just clip this together at some point, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back after I got these 2 fields planted with canola and rolled. What's going on, you guys? I'm back. So just to give you a rundown of what I did while I was away, it's been a couple of hours here, and I just decided I probably needed to make an easier way to get that backfield. First of all, I did get those 2 fields. I got both of them rolled and the first layer of fertilizer on there with canola, so I just need to wait till 1 stage of growth and put another layer of fertilizer and I'll be good. But yeah, I know I said I didn't like cutting down trees that much, but I decided I did need like an easier pathway through here instead of driving all the way around this large group of trees. So I just cut me a little path through here. I just need to get a mulcher at some point to get rid of the tree stumps and maybe some of this brush. And then maybe I'll get a load of dirt and go through here. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe there's enough money in this load of wood to be able to rent the mulcher. But yeah, also, you might notice the camper's missing. I decided it might make more sense, since I had that one side of the shelter I won't use right now, to just move it under here pretty much. I got the bike over here as well, but yeah, I just moved it over here. This seemed like it made more sense. So yeah, we are double protected now, and I figured this will maintain like the, if I ever get ready to put down a house and sell this, then it's protected from the elements a little bit better. Maybe it'll be worth more money in the end. But yeah, something I did not think about is I need to be able to sleep. So we need to go to construction, and instead of a tent or something like that, I do have this little placemat, which is cool because it's on like $200. And if you place it, it'll let you, that'll be like my little sleep thing. So I'm just going to place it right here. And I'm going to just step on it. Boom. You can sleep. But yeah, I'm going to run this wood up to the store. I forgot a log. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one on top of all that. This would be if I accomplish this. Okay, hold on. Wow. Okay. Quite the haul. But yeah, I'm hoping there's enough money in this load of wood to rent a mulcher to make that path. Just something that I can attach to the front of my tractor. Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's heavy, that's for sure. So just need to be careful. And you would be proud of me. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and they had a pretty crazy looking pickup truck on there that I did not partake. So doing good so far. We are trying to make money now, not spend it. So we're gonna see how much we can get for these couple of trees that I cut up. There was like 4 or 5 small ones that I just pretty much de-branched and threw in here, and then there was one long one. So I'm gonna pull up on here, unstrap it, and we'll see what we got over here. About $2,300, a little bit less, but that's not too bad. If we go in here and look at the mulchers, let's see, forestry equipment. See, they got the cheaper ones. I mean, if I just want to get the tree stumps, I can do that. I'm gonna look at How much does it cost to rent this? Oh, so $1,249. So that's definitely the plan. Only problem is we're gonna need the tractor, so we'll have to drive that slow thing all the way up here, but that'll be fine. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll just run and get the tractor, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. I don't know. I'm being indecisive, but yeah, I'll just go ahead and at least take care of that, and I ain't gotta worry about it for the rest of the time. Whoa. But yeah, I pulled my. I think that's a good spot for the camper. That extra coverage. So yeah, we will go take the tractor up to the store and grab a mulcher to rent. And I'll probably have the guys at the store pick it up from here just because I don't feel like wasting all the gas to do it. Back and forth. So, yeah, we'll pick it up and we'll ask them to bring it back to the shop for us when we're done. But yeah, I'm going to go pick up that mulcher and clear that path, maybe call someone for a load of dirt, and I'll get back with you guys after that. Alright, you guys, I'm back with you here. As you can see, it is September now. I decided to just go ahead and sleep into the next month so I could go ahead and fertilize them fields on their last stage. But just to show you what I've gotten done here, I do get fertilizer on there. It is 98% yield bonus, which is great. They're 100% fertilized. And also just to show you kind of what my little drive-through area for that second field turned out. Here's something great to know. That mulcher I rented, I didn't have enough horsepower, and oh, look at all the deer. Anyways, I didn't have enough horsepower for that mulcher, but I made do anyways. And then I got a load of dirt hauled in, so now we have a nice even drive through into our next field here. But just a chin wag for a minute before I get to around what we're going to do in the future here. Eventually, this tree is going to have to come down, and I'll get that tree stump dug up. Because next season, after we harvest this canola, we'll rent a plow again, and I definitely want to make this field a lot larger if I can. Even if I have to buy into this next lot here. I know it's going to be $85,000, but that's something that we can. That's something we'll probably go to swing after harvesting our crop. Now, something I did notice as I was on Facebook this morning, there's a trailer for sale, right? A legal, I guess is what's on. Now, usually, right now it's listed at $19,525. Now, usually, that same trailer, if we go up here and look for it, that same trailer is usually $52,000 now. $52,000 on a trailer, I don't really want to do that. That's going to put us way too close to $300,000, and if we just keep spending $50,000 whenever we can, when a decent medium-sized tractor comes up, we'd never be able to afford it, right? Or even, I mean, any type of tractor at this point, because that this tractor we got, it pulls the implements right now, but eventually we're gonna need bigger implements and a bigger tractor, because I can tell you right now it takes a while to do those fields and they're small. So, but what I'm thinking is right now, while I have the funds to do so, it might be a good idea to go ahead and pick up that tractor, or not tractor, I'm sorry, the trailer. And, you know, at least we'll have the trailer from where we get ready to harvest our crops. Because, I mean, we have till, let's stop real quick and take a look. We have until pretty much July to find us a harvester, and those can be pretty expensive, so I'm hoping to find a used one. And it would be nice to go ahead and have the trailer handy. So yeah, we're probably gonna run up here and see if we can purchase that trailer real quick, just because I mean, it's on Facebook Marketplace and everything, so this is the only place you can really meet anyone out here to buy anything. But yeah, we're going to go through here and purchase this trailer. We don't really need to do no configuring. I mean, we can change the wheels if BKT for sure. If I wanted to, yeah, we'll do that. It don't cost us no extra money, but this holds 29.5 meters, which is probably all we really need. So, excuse me. Now that we own that, that'll hold our crops when we harvest next year. And I'm thinking this truck will pull it, so shouldn't have no issues there. But yeah, that mulcher, I literally was bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2 miles per hour with that little tractor. So eventually, whether it's on sale or we just have to wait till we harvest our crop and have a little extra funds, we're gonna have to get a stronger horsepower tractor. It's just inevitable at this point. And like I said, I feel bad because that little tractor has done good so far, but yeah, just 136 horsepower is not going to be able to haul any larger implements that we're going to need as these fields grow and as our farm grows. This map is, I mean, I get in the name, it's like no man's land, there's nothing out here. Oh shoot. We're just fishtailing a little bit there. This trailer might be a lot when it's empty. But yeah, I mean, this would be nice to have. I don't really have nowhere to put it. I'd like to keep it out of the elements if I can, so we'll go into construction real fast and just see if we've got something simple. Let's see. Let me get my ducks in a row here. Something small. I mean, kind of, probably something like we just had there. That little shed. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the larger one. It's only $5,000. I don't know if I need anything that big right now, though. Or do I? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's 5,000. Yeah, then we've got this one. I mean, we could always just get another one of those and put it like right beside this one. You know what? Yeah, let's hold on 1 second. Let me move that roller out of the way because I think that's a pretty good idea. It'll give us an extra little storage space. Go ahead and move our roller out of the way. Yeah, screw it. We'll just we're just starting out right now. We're trying to save as much money as we can. So don't hit the new to us trailer. Oh, well, let's just hit the shed then. That'll be all right. Way to go. And I will say, just before anyone even comments on it, the whole like forklift farmer 95 thing, I did use a YouTube name generator, and like I said, I probably could have came up with something, but I didn't feel like it at the time. So yeah, we're just gonna put the same shed down right next to it, and that'll be good for right now. We just need to lay some dirt now. Just lay some dirt underneath it and a small driveway out. Should be fine. Like I said, we're just working on what we got right now. So, and it looks great. Yep. And we'll go ahead and get our trailer under there. And we got an extra one to put our truck under right now, so that'll be good. Matter of fact, I mean, I've got the money. Let me just maybe we'll make us a little driveway. Probably work out better for us. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get us a whole little driveway going here, just so we can pull around and through everything. Yeah, that'll be fine right now. And that's more better. It'll do for now. Alright, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end this first episode here. And as we get into the second episode, next time we'll go over a little bit more what our plans are. And yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I am Forklift Farmer 95. Please comment, subscribe so you can see all my videos I'm posting in the future. And I am out, guys.